Hello students, let's try to solve this particular problem from IIT JAM 2021. This is MSQ multiple select type problem and this is from mainly wave and oscillation part. And here we will discuss all about the concept of damping or damped oscillation. So in the problem there is one differential equation is given and it is said that solution is oscillatory in nature and it is given that alpha and beta are constant and gamma is going to increase. So what will happen to the damping part as well as oscillatory part? So let's try to analyze all this concept. And before going to analyze this concept, what we will do, we will just divide alpha in all sides such that we can have coefficient 1 for the second order. And so this will be equivalent to d square y dt square plus beta upon alpha dy upon dt plus gamma upon alpha y is equal to 0. So let us try to make it little bit more cleaner. So in general, this part is all about the damping part, and this is all about the restoring part of force. So we can put that gamma upon alpha is equivalent to omega naught square. And we can put beta upon alpha. Beta upon alpha is equal to, let's say, 2c omega naught. And we can, why we are putting it? Because I just want to use only one parameter, that is omega naught, to understand or to analyze the problem. And this beta upon alpha is constant. That means c into omega is constant. But here gamma is increasing. That means omega naught is increasing. So this is the fact we have to use during the calculation. So let us try to solve this equation. Obviously, the solution is oscillatory in nature. So y can be the solution of real part of any complex function. And I can assume that this complex function is e to the power I omega t. And if I will get the value of omega, then I can easily get the solution. So obviously, this should satisfy this particular equation. And this equation is actually d square y upon dt square plus 2c omega naught dy upon dt plus omega naught square y is equal to 0. And let us try to put this particular value. Then what will happen? This value is omega square and e to the power I omega t will be common. So I am just writing directly. And here we have to only differentiate once. So this value is plus I omega and this value 2c omega naught, and e to the power I omega t is also there. So you can take it outside, and plus omega naught square, and you can take y is equal to this value, and here is e to the power I omega t is equal to 0. Obviously, this part is not 0. So this is going to 0. This is non-trivial solution. So let us try to go for getting let us try to get the value of omega. So we have to solve one quadratic equation. So this quadratic equation is omega square minus I 2c omega naught into omega minus omega naught square is equal to 0. So we have two root of this particular omega. The omega is actually, this is, we can have minus b. So this will be minus plus 2 I c omega naught plus minus b square. So when we are taking this b square, then minus plus, this will be minus sign. So minus 4c square omega naught square minus 4ac. So this will be minus and 4ac. So minus minus plus 4 into omega naught square upon 2a. So a is 1. So this will be 2. So we have arranged this particular number in a very nice way such that everything will come in term of omega and c. So this 4 will gone. So we have omega as I c omega naught plus minus, and here we have 4 omega naught square, and this 4 can be cancelled out with this 2. So omega naught square minus c square omega naught square. So this is my value of omega. Now, once I will get this value of omega, I can put it here and I have to take the real part. So when I will take the real part, then I can get this solution as, so I am just removing this part. This is not needed and this is also not needed. So the solution is all about real part of e to the power I omega t. So I have to put e to the power I into I is minus 1. So this will be e to the power minus, you can put c omega naught. This value is there. So this value is for coefficient. This is damping part. And there is oscillatory part. So e to the power, we can have plus minus I. And here we have omega naught square minus c square omega naught square. So we have to write the real part of this. So this is real. Only this, the real part of this is cos function. So why it is oscillatory in nature. So real part of this is e to the power minus c omega naught t. And this will be cos. And we can put, and t is also here. So we can put here omega naught square minus c square omega naught square t. If you want, you can take omega naught outside this bracket also. So there is not any problem, but we are taking c omega naught as our new parameter. So we can analyze into this manner. Now let us try to go for analysis of this particular thing. So first let's go for the damping part, the decaying part. So this is decaying part. And here beta upon alpha is constant. That means c into omega is constant. So it will always remain constant. C into omega is constant. So it will always remain constant. And look at the oscillatory part. So in the oscillatory part, c into omega naught is constant. So c omega naught is constant. And gamma is increasing. So omega is also increasing. So if this value is increasing and this will remain constant, that means this particular value is continuously increasing. So what will happen? So what is meaning of that? That the oscillatory part have higher and higher frequency as we are increasing the value of gamma. Because this is constant and this is continuously increasing. So your answer is that amplitude part will remain constant, but the oscillation part is going to increase. So my answer is amplitude part, amplitude will remain constant in sense of same value of decaying. So this is not constant, actually this is decaying with the same rate. So amplitude part will decaying with same rate, but frequency of oscillation will increase. So you can see how smartly we have put this parameter such that each and everything can be easily correlated. And you can think that this value, this c, is actually constant value. If you want to take omega naught outside, so you are writing your frequency part or writing your oscillation part in term of omega naught into some number. And if you will see this number is greater than or less than, then you can easily analyze the whole problem. So it's a very nice problem, and you can easily go through this problem without remembering any formula. There is not any need to remember any formula in this particular topic, because examiner will always trap you into the notation. Because in the book, what we have read that in the differential equation, the gamma will be the part of basically damping, but here it is given in the part of oscillatory part. So always try to solve this type of problem with the first method, with the basic method, such that there should be not any confusion. Okay, thank you.